was raised with a mother who's an artist.
I've always enjoyed
Okay, my inspiration, my project.
So this is our 6-folio album in the new Parts and Parcels line for Creative Imaginations, and it comes with 2 of the larger books for one side and 4 of these smaller books in the square size that fit onto the other side. It comes with all the ribbon you need and the wax twine that we'll use to pamphlet stitch our books together in a minute. It comes with both shape frames with the holes pre-marked so that you can punch your holes, and when we tie the books into the album in a little while, and I'll show you how to do that. And it also comes with the foam adhesive, with a double stick adhesive on it, so it makes it really simple to adhere into your album. And the kit also comes with the pre-cut foam that provides the depth needed to create the shadow boxes. This foam is great. It already has double-sided adhesive put on it for you so that you just peel and stick. It has the holes punched in it for when we need to tie them in. And the whole kit has everything you need to create a really great collected memory album. What I want to do is show you how easy it is to put this album together. It's very simple. We're going to start, although you can start with a blank surface here, you do not have to put a background color. We're going to put a little background color in it just to show you how simple it is. We're using a piece of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. Long. You can use whatever adhesive is your favorite. If you like to use a glue stick or a tape runner, press that down. Make sure you get a really good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to attach our provided frame that has the little holes on the back. We're going to be using the holes on the side today, and what I'm going to use is a hole punch to punch right where we've pre-marked those holes for you. Punch there. And pulling off the top of the double stick. That double stick tape is really nice and adhesive. Now we're going to stick our ribbons through. We have 2 ribbons for each of the squares. If you have trouble getting your ribbons through, you can just cut one end on a really pointy diagonal. It will help you get that in there. We still have our double stick adhesive on this side. Move some of this extra scrap there. And you're just going to pull this off. So just adjust your ribbon out so you have maybe an inch. And I just press that down into the tape. Alright, so now the trick is to flip this whole thing over without getting the rest of the ribbons stuck in your frame. So just take it. Make sure your ribbons are all forward and all your little other pieces are out of the way. So next what we want to do is, I'm going to show you simply some ideas for embellishing the your frame. Since we've used just the very plain provided frame, we're going to go ahead and add some stickers. Set it right next to your square, and hold this end down. And just use your little scissors there and trim the other end. So again, really simple. Great for somebody who's just getting started in scrapbooking. And just pop out of there. A little bit of adhesive on the back. And just because these stickers and the chipboard are all different lengths, it really gives a little bit of variation and texture to your project. Now we're going to work on the 2 different book sizes that go into this album. The larger one is the one we're going to start with here. This is a pamphlet stitch album, so it already has 3 holes punched in it, and we're going to tie that when we're all finished decorating the cover with a piece of wax twine. And I just love wax twine because you can tie it in a bow and it just sticks to itself and it holds the bow. You don't have to double knot it, which keeps the bulk down. It's really fantastic stuff. Whenever I'm doing the books in the different Parts and Parcels line, what I like to do is print up my photos, since most of us are using digital photos now, and I just use the wallet option on the printer, so I get them slightly smaller so I can get more of my picture in without doing a lot of cropping. So this is the sheet we started with. And we're going to start by decorating the spine. Really simple way to add some color to this without adding a lot of extra work. It's about 3 inches wide and it's the same height as the book. So we're going to use a glue stick here. Just add this on here. I find it a little easier to cut it once it's on, so I don't accidentally cut it too short. And now I'm just going to add a photo with the double mat. Photo first as well. I am right on there. There's the one. Now we're going to need to, because we covered up our holes, I'm going to take a craft knife. I'm going to go in through the inside and I'm going to just sort of, you could also do this with an awl, that works really great too. In the middle, and I'm going to pull out the wax twine and it's out. Little figure 8 pamphlet stitch, you tie that up. And then you can, this is the frame from the other side of the album with 4 different folios. And I'm going to show you how to use your frame as a template so that you can have a piece of decorative paper or colored cardstock on the frame instead of just using the blank side, which you could also paint and stamp. Just drawing a line. And you would cut along all 4 lines for each hole. So you would go ahead and do that with all 4 of your squares and then just use your adhesive to adhere it to your frame and just carry on like we did with the other side of the album. So after you finish decorating your books and putting them together, then you can fill them. You can do anything like here we've collected some journal entries from my daughters along with pictures and sketches they took while we were on our trip. You can just do photos, scrapbook them just like you normally would as well. Just a few more ideas for putting in your Parts and Parcels books. So these just slip into the little openings here. Here are the ones we just finished. And you're just going to tie them in. We also have a strings and things embellishment pack that has other types of strings and twine that you can use instead of your ribbon here. Let's put our last one in. And there is our final finished Parts and Parcels album. But the most important thing to remember is that there's only one correct way to do a Parts and Parcels album, and that's your way.
I was raised with a mother who's an artist.
I've always enjoyed
Father who's an artist.
Okay, my
And
inspiration
my brother.
project was